Okay, you guys are not gonna believe this. Magic is real. I figured out how to make myself disappear, and I'm gonna do a little demo. You guys ready? 1, 2, 3.
Oh my god, where did Steve go?
Magic. So, the actual topic of today's video is going to be something that I have been very interested in since I was a little kid. Movies. Ever since I was a kid, I've been a movie buff. Not only that, but I'm one of those movie buffs who enjoys a wide variety of films. That's why it becomes a problem when you ask me to name my favorite, because I can never really pinpoint the single one that I like the most. Now, when people ask me which movies are my favorites, I usually just give a list of a lot of movies that I really enjoy. And usually that list contains quite a few movies that a lot of people would consider old. Now, I don't know about you, but I've actually run into quite a few people who have no appreciation for older movies. I actually recently had a conversation with somebody about some older movies, and this is what they said, no joke.
They didn't make good movies back then.
Are you out of your frickin' mind? Now, don't get me wrong, I am in no way trying to knock newer movies. There are some movies that are really good that were made just recently. However, you have to realize that when they were making older movies, they were still trying to figure out how to accomplish a lot of things that we think is, easy to do today. A lot of people don't like older movies because the special effects weren't nearly as good as the ones that are being used now. Yeah, I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but way back when, they didn't really have CGI. That's one thing that I actually really like about older movies. They didn't have the ability to just make a computer-generated model. A long time ago, they actually had to construct at least some sort of model of what they wanted to show on screen. And lo and behold, a lot of them were pretty convincing. Also, what a lot of people don't seem to realize is that really good special effects and really good technical specs don't necessarily make a good movie. You can have the best special effects in the world and the greatest technical specs, but if you don't have a story that people can actually follow, or at least keep their interest, you're pretty much buying a ticket on the Titanic. A movie does not have to have car chases and explosions and heart-stopping action in order to get some sort of emotional response out of the viewer. You don't even need to have that in order to keep the viewer involved in a story. There are only 2 movies that I've watched that I can remember that actually made me cry. And those 2 movies were made in the 1970s, which a lot of people would consider old. These movies were not really huge special effects powerhouse movies or anything like that. They were just movies that had really, really good stories behind them and actually got you interested in the characters and what was going on in the story. You know what those 2 movies were? The Deer Hunter and One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I'm not gonna lie, those movies actually made me cry. Now, a lot of you guys are probably sitting here watching and going like this.
He cried. He's not a man, he cried.
Well, I'd like to share a little something with you. As some of you who watch my videos on a regular basis already know, about a year ago, well, a little over a year ago, I actually accidentally got the tip of my middle finger on my right hand smashed off. Yes, I used skin grafting and 3 surgeries in order to basically replace the tip of my middle finger, so it looks pretty much normal now, but at the same time, that was a very painful experience. I don't care who you are. You could be the toughest guy in town. You could be the toughest guy in the world. But when a piece of your body gets smashed off, understatement of the year, that shit hurts. So for those of you who want to feel the amount of pain that's equal to having something smashed off of your body, take your lower lip and pull it over the top of your head. Better yet, stand upright, take your upper lip and pull it over your shoes. I'm just kidding, don't even try that. I mean, I'm a rubber face and I can't even do that. Even though I was in a heck of a lot of pain when that happened, I did not cry. I just figured I'd tell you guys that in order to tell you that it's extremely hard to make me cry. And 2 movies from the 1970s actually managed to make me cry. What I'm trying to tell you guys through that is that a movie does not have to be unbelievably technically extraordinary in order to be a good movie. So, for all those people who think that old movies can't be good in any way, shape, or form, you're wrong and you're missing out. I understand that people's tastes are different, which that's fine, but seriously, if you just skip a movie because it's old, you could be missing out on something that you'll actually enjoy. Alright guys, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Now, I'll make this a little bit interactive. Leave a comment or a video response of some of your favorite movies. They don't have to be old, they could be something made this year. Just tell me what your favorite movies are, I'd like to hear it. I still can't believe you guys actually thought I was gonna make myself disappear. I mean, that is physically impossible. How the heck am I gonna disappear?